Let there be light, and there was light. Words of the said God, Mother Eve. So we have been looking at the called God, and the called God has just really brought my attention to something I have mentioned in the presentations, but I just thought I would um, really try and just put it in on its own merit. So we are looking at a bit of Noah. And what I have also learned through doing these presentations is the spirit of sound mind. So when Mother Eve says, I have not given you the spirit of fear, but I have given you the spirit of sound mind. Although this may be scripture reference from the New Testament, I think it is. However, I think it really holds true here. And again, I think the scriptures or Mother Eve's teaching is very intuitive, and she speaks to all of us. So it's not to dismiss any thing or scripture references, but it's really getting an insight of how we can use it or understanding that can serve us. So I did this and I thought Noah. So basically, I could hear myself saying Noah really meant, sorry, Knower. That's what the word, the name Noah means to me. He was the knower. He didn't just believe, but he was a knower of that there was going to be a time where he would have to make an ark and really would have to be intuitive and listen to the called God and enter into the ark, because there was a new creation happening there. So he was a knower. Now let's just play with this and do the numerical value and see how Mother Eve or the wisdom had showed up. So this is 9. And the other thing that I really got, of course, when we have ER, for instance, we are dealing with beginning and end, because 5 is end and 9 is beginning. There was a Noah. There is a cycle happening here. So 5, 6, 5, 2. Okay, so here we have 10, 25, 30, 32. So who is the knower? We have been told that Mother Eve, for instance, we have seen in Genesis of chapter 1, verse 2, the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. The waters here is really Mother Eve. We could see the ER here again, and there's a W too. So just let's see 9, 5, 2, 1, 5, and this is 10, 17, this is 32. So 32 is really the knower. I am really liking this because I've got 23 or 32, the way I have put it up on my wall. So I'm going to now consider myself the knower. Oh, this is funny. But I've seen it as the waters. The waters is that which flow. To know is to be present. And this presence is it's from moment to moment, so you've got to be in flow. So we could see that the waters and the knower is really one and the same. We have for 32 is also the Christ, and when we speak of the Christ, we are speaking of the Kundalini rise, and that is the knower. When you are when you have activated your Kundalini, then you are in a position of knowing things that you had not known before. And of course, there is the residue of old learnings and habits or way of doing and thinking may lurk in the corners of your mind and even present moments of doubt. But you know, there is a knowing, and it's difficult to say to someone, I know, because you may come across in different ways of being arrogant or not being able to explain how you know, but you are a knower. Okay, now there's another thing that I found very amusing with Noah as well. Let's do the numerical value. In the story of Sarah and Abraham, for instance, let's do Sarah, S-A-R-I, Sarai. I think she was Sarai before, S-A-R-I. Oh, have I got the spelling correct? But then she became S-A-R-A-H. And yes, let's just do this here. Oh, let's add Noah first. Okay, this is 9 and 6, 15, 20. So we can see Noah was 20. And on our the Noah, I'm trying to remember what I just got for the Noah. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to do Noah again just to compare. K-N-O-W-E-R. So this is 955652. Okay, have I got this right? This is 15 and 15, 30, 32. Okay, so 32 meaning it's so we had 32 for Noah, which is 5, and we have 20 for Noah. Okay, but there's another way that I worked this out as well. So basically we see that Noah, which is 5, the Noah, the person who knows, is 5, so which represents Mother Eve's mouth. This is the mouth. The mouth speaks, it eats, it drinks, it yawns. I've got a list of things that the mouth does on here. Oops. Yeah, it cough. You can cough, you can sing, you can kiss, you can smile, you can speak, you can burp, bite, blow, suck, breathe, taste, drink, sneeze, and chew. All with the mouth. So this is the power of the mouth here. What we did find out when we did the numerical value for the word 20, it gives us 8. So that is also part of the mouth. Here we could see that Noah would still be 8. Setting. This is the setting that Noah would be doing. So basically Noah knew about the 32. There was flow. This is the number of change, and then he would be in that 2 state. The 2, of course, is the incubation, where we go into the incubation period with the word 2, which equals 13, and that's Noah. So Noah here was the incubation, or as we have on our sacrifice template. So after the flood, Noah would find himself in this developmental stage here, on this stage here, in this stage with the B, which is where this is where there's the incubation. But now we are in this section, which has a strong relationship, we could say, with this B, because 4 is also 4 here with the B. So there's really one and the same. Now, if we are operating from the 5th and 8th dimension, perhaps this is where we really need to be as mature people in the spirit realm. So not in the bucket anymore. We have understood a certain part or learnings here. We are not dealing in the luck anymore, so we are here. Okay, so and of course we see that Noah was in 5, but and was taken to 2 right here. which also reflected in taking the animals in by sevens. Okay, so I want to quickly do Sarah, just to tie this in to show how 20 is really foundational. We've seen that here as well. But not only that it is foundation, it's the no. No is 11. If we add 6 plus 5, that gives us 11. So no equals 11 here, and R equals 9. So this is 1 plus 8 equals 9. Okay, let's take this 2 off. 1 plus 8 equals 9. Okay, so 9. So Noah, again, just like I did with Christ, was really a 9-11. 9-11 right there. And this is the wisdom that has happened in these teachings. So we don't have no, or for instance, or I'm always trying to see how else to pronounce this, but we have Noah. So Noah, there is a message being conveyed there, and we see that the Noah is like, in Noah there is a, just like we have a 9-11, there was a 9-11 happening right there in Noah. There's 9-11 happening there. So, and we need to just pay attention to this. So Sarai, 119, we can see when God changed Sarah's name, there was the added AH. This was the change that happened there. So 1-8. And when God changed Abram, Abram, he was Abram before. Okay, he was Abram, and God changed Abram to Abraham. Abraham. So there was the change from Abram, Abraham. So we could see that there was an AH, Abram. There was the change, and these are the two changes. The same changes were implemented in both Abram and Sarah. And this is the R. This is where we have this exclamation of surprise, of or aha moments, or this exclamation of knowing, and that really comes into play, which equals 9. And of course 9 is that which births a newness. A cycle is completed, like the cycle of 1 to 9, like the called God. The called God equals 9. So this is where we called aha, or we say so this is 19, and we see that the 9 presented here is really the called God is present here too, and because there's new creation is happening, and that is the format I believe that we are called to do, to pay attention to the calling. And that's what was happening. There was a lot of calling happening about the ark or the flood, and who they weren't paying attention, but Noah knew and was paying attention, and there, though, a new world could have been created. Noah's character was in that new making of the us that Mother Eve was saying, let us make man in our image after our likeness. So this is something for us to really learn. Now let's just see how the 20 as well shows up here. So we have 10 plus 10 is 20. So this is what God had changed Sarah's name to 20 to really, because she was the mother of nations now. So here in 20, Sarah was the foundation, the mother of the mother of the mother of nations. And of course, Sarah, I didn't do the numerical value, Sarah, which is 9911. Of course, this too is 20. Now, why would God have changed to Sarah and it's still 20? Now that was my question. What was that about? We can see we still have 20 for Sarai and Sarah, but again, it was the exclamation that was very important to pay attention here. I believe that's what the called God is about. We need to verbally, as we have seen, the called God operates in the mouth, operates with sound, and operates with our air to hair. So the called God is really saying, I want you to hear. I want you to I want to operate through you. You need to be prepared that I can be a channel that can function through you and for you. So this is the called God right there. But here's the secret again that happened, because as I say, 20 is foundation. 20 is we see that it also correlates with the incubator. It comes under the two under the bond, the beehive, the marriage, the harmony, and all those things here on the 2. But also when we do the numerical value for 20, which is 72552, this is 15, 17, and 17, 19, 26. So basically 2 plus 6 is 8. We can see that 20 was really giving us the whole essence of what is to come. So it's the whole cycle. So basically 20 is the set of 8. It's a set of it's the 8, but when I say a set, it means that it creates a setting. It's a new stage for a new play, a new game to begin right here. Okay, so Sarah really, we heard a story where Sarah had laughed, and I think it's about 3 times that she laughed, 3 times. Of course, that correlates with, I believe it's 3 times. I'm going to go over it again, but it would be 3 times that she laughed. So we could see the number 3 is the magical number right here, but she laughed, and the word laughed, this is something to the word laugh, L-A-U-G-H, is 8, 7, I think it's laugh or not laughed, 3, 1, 3. Okay, so this is 10, 18, 20, 21, 22. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So there we are talking about the incubation here. So she laughed. That was the vibration that was necessary for her to be impregnated with her first son. And we're talking her first biological son. So the expression or vibration. So we saw that there was 9 in her name. The vibration of 9 was in the name, plus the word laugh, the utterance or expression of what that vibration was. If we add these together, it gives us 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. So this is the incubation right here of a new nation. Thank you very gladly. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you have found this fun. Please like and subscribe and share. Let there be light, and there was light.